Hello and welcome to Greg's Chan 1. I am Greg and this is Channel 1. Who'd have thought it? You were here on Greg's Chan 1. Now, today is the second round between two animes that have gone off in an anime off. Gasp, shock, horror! It's the second round of the second battle! My voice went crazy there. We have the second round between All Out and Days. Now, as you may have known, about 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I put up the first episode, the first battle, where at the end of it, it ended up being 1-0 to Days. Days scored a goal, and now it's time to see whether All Out can score a try and maybe get a conversion. And if you're not sure what that is, those are rugby and soccer/football terms. Now let's get on with my rundown of the second episode. So we'll start off with All Out. Nice and clear. So, we'll start off with episode 2 of All Out, which was called I Want to Tackle Someone. Now, this I thought was quite cool. This was a pretty good episode, I thought. I was very impressed, and there wasn't too much that I found wrong with it. But, let's go in and discuss what happens. Okay, so, we are introduced completely and properly to Sekizan and Hachioji, who is the captain and the vice captain of Jinko, which is the school. And so you're like, okay, I really like these guys because they bounce off each other very well. You got Sekizan, who's determined. I am captain. I am amazing. And you got Hachioji, who's like, hey buddy, hey, happy days, yeah. And seems to be the positive energy in the team, which is good. We'll start off with all the big things that I really like. So, Sekizan is brilliant in this episode. You get so much. Right, actually, what I will do, just in case you're unsure and you're not sure who I'm talking about, in case you watch one or the other, we got Sekizan, which is the redhead man here, this one, and then Hachioji's this guy. So we get an amazing bit of work from Sekizan as a character, because you see him kind of developing within the team, because he throws out great bits of comedy here, great bits of comedy there. He becomes an obstacle for Gion, which I quite like in this episode. Gion is like, I want to tackle someone, and Sekizan's just like, okay, you're going to try and tackle me then? Good luck. And obviously what with Sekizan being the best player and being the captain, it's just like, boop, 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 and Gion's getting his butt kicked. Now, Gion, being the character he is, makes him quite funny. He has hilarious moments where he keeps forgetting his manners, where he keeps kind of, how do I best explain? Where he kind of just rushes bull in a china shop at it, and you kind of just end up going, because he's just making things worse for himself, which is great because it's done tastefully. Gion versus Sekizan. Sekizan wins, obviously. Gion's butting heads. He's like, no, I'm going to tackle someone. Teach me to tackle. I don't want to learn all the boring passing stuff. I will tackle someone. It's like, you get great moments of comedy from Hachioji. Kind of taking the mick out of what ends up happening to Gion during the episode. Sekizan decides, okay, if you can do what I'm going to set you as your training, I want you to do what I like to call the turtle, which is crouching down so you're almost on your all fours, but you're not letting your knees touch the ground. You've got to keep your back straight. bounce a rugby ball on your back, and you've got to keep going back and forth along the pitch. I think he has to do 200 reps or something like that. Guion is hilarious in the fact that he can't seem to do it, and he's just getting angry at the rugby ball. He's like, "It's the rugby ball's fault. That's why I can't do it." And Sekizan's just like, "Yeah, he's failing." But if he can do it, and he can do it enough times, he'll give him 5 chances to tackle him during the practice. So, you get a great moment where Guion seems to be growing as a character, because he's having to push himself again and again and again and again to try and get better. You're introduced to Ibuchi, who's been ill, and so he's been missing practice a lot. Well, he's been lazy with a cold and kind of things. And Ibuchi just kind of rubs Guion up the wrong way, which I think is brilliant. Sirius Hachioji is quite cool. I quite liked it. It was nice to show that even though he's the comic relief member of the group, it's nice to see him serious. In the final parts of the episode, you get to see Guion go up against Sekizan one last time, and Guion brings him down. Right, now we'll go into the things I didn't like. Guion was, when he started the episode, he was the same as he was in episode 1, which I like him, but he has a lot of negative issues which just irritate the hell out of me. What else can... I was a little skeptical when I found out it was a Guion-centered episode. I kind of went, this is either going to be really good or it's going to be really bad. And it was kind of my negative feeling on it, because it started off not great, but it got better as the episode built up. The episode got better. Iwashimizu, meh. Don't really care. I think his character's naff. But, maybe we're going to see some development with him in the next episode, because it looks like he's going to be going up against the kid who he injured in middle school in the next episode. So, but as a whole, as you know, actually, you know what? No, I've got to go into days now, haven't I? I've got to run down days. So let's jump to days. Okay, so episode 2 was called "I Want to Be Part of the Dream," which is said by Tsukamoto later on in the episode, which I loved. So, something that I thought they kind of highlighted a bit too much is that Tsukamoto is a really bad runner, and that he's pretty bad at everything, which kind of upset me a little, because don't like Jin's character at the moment, or he kind of gets a little better, but as a whole, I don't particularly like him as a character. But it seems almost like Tsukamoto's job is to improve him as a character, which I quite like. I quite like the fact that they're using Tsukamoto in that way. I found out that you find out in this episode that the first years don't really like him, because he's such a bad runner and because he's so bad at a lot of things. He kind of he's not liked because he causes them to have to do more work because he's so bad, which is a shame. You get great comedy throughout this episode, especially even though Jin's being a dick in one of the episodes where he kind of just says that Tsukamoto's crap, but he kind of does it in a comical way after, when he picks on Kuroso. Kuroso, complete dick. Tsukamoto is probably the most likable character I think I've ever encountered in any anime ever. I can't find anything negative about him, or about him as such. The way that he's written, I can find a little bit of flaws in the fact that they make him pretty crap. But I do like the fact that you've got a real friendship building between Tsukamoto and Jin. That those guys are building up as a friendship. There's a bit of a foreshadowing because they kind of say that because Mizuki says in 2 years Tsukamoto will be the captain of this team because he's got fight, he's got passion, he's got the drive to keep going. You get like the start of the camp moment thing where one of the big things that they do at the start is they do a mountain of hell drill thing. Jin's seen as a wonder kid because he's naturally talented and he's been naturally talented since he was a kid, kind of thing. And then you've got all this build up and they go, who's setting the pace for everyone to catch up? And a lot of the other schools think, oh, it's got to be Mizuki. He's slowly walking up and he just goes, nope, I'm still injured. It's, but who is it? And then the reveal, it's Tsukamoto. And you just go, oh my god. And that was brilliant. So, I kind of added good and bad in there. Meh, whatever. Messing with my own structure. I don't care. I'm enjoying myself. So, let's go down to the scores on the doors and see what happens. So, who wins the second round? All Out. So let's start. All Out scores 4.3. It was a very solid episode. There was progression, there was character development, and it kind of set up ready for the next part of the next episode. Let's hope they keep it up. And then, can Days score a higher score than 4.3? No, because they also score 4.3. It's a draw. 2-1 to Days. So let's see what happens in the final episode. Will it be a draw, or will Days make it a 3-1 victory? Much like you and me versus Your Lie in April. Only one way to find out. Stay tuned for the next video. If you enjoyed my All Out anime off Days bash thing majig mabob, you can click subscribe. It's either that side or that side. One of the two sides. Me. Give me a thumbs up. It keeps me knowing that you guys are actually watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions. If you thought, nah mate, All Out's better, or nah mate, Days is all better, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Anyway, there's not much else I can say, so cheers and see you next time.